Ash Grove Pro KolorStone is designed to create a beautiful wearing surface while offering the best in adhesion and longevity with the ease of quick installation. The KolorStone system is a polymer-modified cement coating, along with a specially formulated sealer that has been engineered to be used together to provide a decorative wearing surface that is resistant to abrasion as well as most damaging chemicals. It can also withstand the grueling freeze-thaw cycles of the toughest winter, as well as the intense heat of summer. KolorStone is a cost-effective way to repair and resurface existing concrete or give added value to new installations. KolorStone can be easily applied from 1/4 of an inch to a feathered edge, yet possesses characteristics stronger than cast-in-place concrete. KolorStone can be installed over new or existing concrete surfaces, like sidewalks, driveways, patios, commercial entryways, and swimming pool decks. KolorStone can be used on exterior and interior applications. KolorStone can even be applied vertically as a finish coat for stucco or over any concrete or masonry wall. Using KolorStone stencil patterns and special filament masking tape with KolorStone makes it easy to create numerous brick, stone, and tile designs. KolorStone Classic is packaged in a 40-pound bag. The product is a specialty formulated cement compound with a blend of additives designed to rejuvenate and beautify concrete or masonry surfaces. Ash Grove ColorFlex admixture is packaged in 1-gallon containers and 5-gallon pails. The ColorFlex admixture is a high-solid, waterborne acrylic polymer compound used specifically for mixing with KolorStone Classic. The Ash Grove KolorStone Twin Pack Mixing Kit is a convenient, ready-to-use kit containing a 40-pound bag of KolorStone Classic and a 1-gallon container of ColorFlex admixture packaged inside a 5-gallon mixing bucket. KolorStone liquid color packs are available in 16-ounce dispensing squeeze bottles. The available standard colors are red, black, brown, and buff. Designer colors, custom colors, are also available. These colors can be used separately or in combination to create literally any color. Color Classic Sealer is a penetrating sealer used to complete the KolorStone system. Color Classic Sealer is a non-yellowing, high-solid acrylic sealer, which gives KolorStone its classic look and durability to withstand the elements. Color Classic Sealer is packaged in 1-gallon containers and 5-gallon pails. KolorStone tape is available in widths of 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch. All rolls contain 180 lineal feet. KolorStone stencils are available in many different patterns. Please check with your KolorStone supplier for availability. All materials used on the job need to be kept dry and stored in above freezing temperatures. Materials have a shelf life of 1 year from the date of manufacture. KolorStone should not be applied below 50 degrees Fahrenheit or above 95 degrees Fahrenheit. KolorStone should not be applied over concrete that has not been allowed to be air cured for a minimum of 7 days. KolorStone should not be applied over asphalt or wood surfaces. The first step in any KolorStone application is preparation. Do not try to coat areas with KolorStone where the concrete shows severe cracking or failing areas on the slab. In these cases, removing and replacing the defective sections is usually the best solution. Surfaces with some small scaling, cracking, or spalling, but sound underlying concrete, still are good candidates for coating with KolorStone. Usually, the small cracks and crazing areas on a concrete surface can be coated without any repair. For larger cracks, please consult Ash Grove Packaging Technical Service Department or your KolorStone supplier. Before applying KolorStone, you must sweep away all loose concrete and debris. Generally, the minimum required preparation is pressure washing the concrete with water and then allowing the surface to dry before application of the KolorStone. Removing grease, paint, and other surface contaminants adds a few more steps to complete proper surface preparation. Use commercial-grade degreasers to remove oily residues or a solution of chlorine and water to remove mold or mildew, and then pressure wash the surface with clean water. To remove paint or like materials, using shot blasting equipment that retrieves both the shot and the debris is strongly suggested. For floors with a hard troweled surface, we suggest opening the surface by using either shot blasting or mechanical grinding equipment. It may be necessary in some instances to use an acid solution to help prepare the concrete before coating with KolorStone. Before doing so, always consult with Ash Grove Packaging Technical Department or your KolorStone supplier for the current proper procedure. Surrounding areas that are not to be coated with KolorStone should be covered with plastic or paper to protect from any overspray. Cover or tape over any and all expansion joints in the existing slab. This can be done by selecting the correct width of KolorStone tape. Remove all tape once the final coat of KolorStone has been applied and allowed to dry, but before sealing with Color Classic Sealer. KolorStone base coat can be applied over the concrete surface that is spalled or delaminated, or if a different color is desired for the grout lines in the layout of the project. Applying a base coat can be achieved by doing the following. Mix the KolorStone base and the ColorFlex admixture together. If you are using a KolorStone kit, as seen here, the materials have been pre-measured to ensure a proper mixture. Empty the entire ColorFlex admixture into the mixing bucket first and start to mix using a paddle mixer as you add the KolorStone base material. Once the material has been mixed for approximately a minute, then add the correct amount of KolorStone liquid colorant to achieve the desired color. Mix until the color is evenly distributed throughout the mixture. When mixing KolorStone materials, mix only enough that can be placed in 20 to 30 minutes. If needed, you can add more ColorFlex admixture to the KolorStone mixture and remix. This will help prevent the material from setting in the bucket. Doing this will not change the color or the finished product. Also, keep all unused material in the shade with the lid over the container until needed. Pour the KolorStone material onto the concrete surface and spread over the entire surface with a steel trowel or floor squeegee, making sure to evenly coat the entire surface. The base coat is applied at a thickness of 1/16 of an inch. Before the base coat is allowed to completely dry, remove any excess material from the surface. When the base coat is dry, scrape or rub the surface to remove any ridges or burrs left by the trowel or texture gun application. When preparing for the final coat of KolorStone, it may be necessary to remove debris or dust with a stiff broom or leaf blower. Lay out the stencil or tape off the surface in the desired finished pattern. The next step in the application of KolorStone is to create the final texture and primary color for your project. This coat of material should be applied with extreme care. Mix materials as previously done for the base coat, but for the finish coat application, you may want to leave 8 to 12 ounces of ColorBond admixture in the container. This will cause the finish coat to be a little stiffer and allow the material to build up more and completely cover the base coat. When mixing the KolorStone materials, add enough KolorStone colorant to achieve the desired color. Mix until the coat is evenly distributed throughout the mixture. Once again, when mixing KolorStone materials, mix only enough that can be placed in 20 to 30 minutes. If needed, you can add more ColorFlex admixture to the KolorStone mixture and remix. This will help prevent the material from taking a final set in the bucket. Doing this will not change the color of the finished product. Also, keep all unused material in the shade with the lid over the container until needed. Generally, most finish coat applications are applied with a texture gun, but a steel trowel can be used as the primary means of application. Placement of the finished coat depends greatly on the creative ability of the applicator. Set the air compressor at approximately 10 to 12 psi and the texture gun on about a medium-sized orifice. Pour KolorStone mixture into the hopper and spray in a circular pattern, holding the texture gun approximately 15 inches off the surface. Within minutes, as the sprayed material begins to set up, either hand finish with a steel trowel using a knockdown method or leave material as it's sprayed. It's very important to keep consistent throughout the final coat application. Secondary or accent colors are then applied using the hopper gun, brushes, or rollers. Drying time will vary dramatically depending on relative humidity and air and surface temperatures. Begin to remove stencil pattern or any KolorStone tape from off of the concrete surface. Use a stiff broom or blower to remove any excess debris, using small wire brushes to remove any unwanted material from the pattern's grout line. Once the surface is free and clear of debris, you can start to apply the first coat of Color Classic Sealer. Using a low nap roller will help to evenly apply the first coat of Color Classic Sealer. The second coat should be applied a minimum of 2 hours after the first coat is no longer wet to the touch. Be sure again to evenly coat the entire surface, paying particular attention to the grout lines. Depending on the roughness of the texture, a third coat may be necessary. There you have it. KolorStone has been used to take old and dreary-looking concrete and turn it into a beautiful, eye-catching surface. When you're preparing to use KolorStone and have any additional application questions, please consult Ash Grove Packaging Technical Assistance Department. We can help relieve your KolorStone project of any unnecessary problems. You can reach us at 800-279-1864.